Welcome to the Nailsin Ratings. Say, gang, I came across this little article at Cosmic Book News, and it reveals yet again the narrative of what went wrong with the DCEU and its constant meddling with the movies well into their production. And in the case of Suicide Squad, which was really rushed, and still they meddled. So David Ayer, who was the director of Suicide Squad, said, yes, Steppenwolf was originally going to be the villain for Suicide Squad. And so he confirmed this on Twitter, as it says in this here article. And so there was some concept art released, and I'll get to that in a bit, where it showed, hey, it looks like Steppenwolf. And so somebody was talking about this, and David Ayer confirmed it. So he took to Twitter to confirm the original Suicide plans did feature not only Steppenwolf, but that Enchantress was being controlled by a mother box as well. However, because of the Justice League movie, Steppenwolf and the mother box idea had to be scrapped. Yeah, this was a mistake. I'll get to my own version of how this should have been, which is, of course, my headcanon. It's far superior to everyone else. That's the way it goes. But obviously, with Steppenwolf idea scrapped, they had to come up with a different plot and ending. Yeah, and they never really did. That's the big problem with Suicide Squad. You got to find cast, the opening and the introductions, okay, and all that. But, oh boy, oh no, it just goes wrong. And the worst part about the Joker, take those damn teeth out. He can't talk with it. Hey, baby, come back to daddy. No, take those out. But yeah, so the guy writing this article, let me give credit is due, Matt McGloin. Okay. So Matt here thinks that, it's too bad they could have used Steppenwolf, and then Justice League would directly deal with Darkseid. And yeah, it's the idea you're doing the shared universe business, and you're leading up to this battle and introducing the new gods, and Darkseid is looming in the background there and is coming along. But anyway, here's the concept art. It looks like that's the boom tube, and apparently Enchantress would have been manipulated into opening this thing. And I guess this is supposed to be, well, it looks like Sentries or something. Okay, but anyway, this looks a lot like it could be Steppenwolf, and that's the evil god that she conjures into our world. And the monsters look a lot more frightening than they did in the movie. Apparently, it says parademons, so I guess that those would have been parademons instead. I guess the soldiers and the SWAT team guys would have been transformed into parademons, maybe, something like that. But anyway, no, that got all scrapped, and they were saying, maybe it was Zack Snyder who wanted Steppenwolf for his films, and he's setting that up in the deleted scenes from Batman vs. Superman, which revealed Steppenwolf in the Kryptonian ship that Lex Luthor was somehow communing with, or what have you. And so, you knew the villain for Justice League was going to be Steppenwolf. They could have done it both, and Steppenwolf could have played a very minor role within Suicide Squad, being that the main point or plot of the Suicide Squad mission should have been the Mother Box, and the Joker should actually have been the main villain. And you could have come up with a plot where the Joker stole the Mother Box from Star Labs, where what's his name, Cyborg's dad would have been there. You could have had him do some cameos there and that sort of thing, which brings it more together. And then they got to get the damn thing back. And as a result, it gets being activated. It's already been activated thanks to Dr. Stone saving his son and turning him into Cyborg, which I would have thought Cyborg would be the Mother Box at that point. But anyway, that would have been a more interesting plot, and it could have given more credibility of bringing in someone like Harley Quinn, because they would need her to try to find the Joker and that sort of thing. When you're going up against an evil goddess like the Enchantress, a girl with a baseball bat is not going to be all that much. And the premise, of course, was, oh, we need somebody in case we have a rogue Superman in the future or something like that. Yet nobody on that team could go up against Superman except maybe the Enchantress. And, well, she went rogue pretty quick. So the whole thing was really stupid. And so, yeah, that should have been the deal. And you still could have had the Enchantress realizing maybe she has some knowledge of this because she's part of the old gods and might have had some knowledge of Apocalypse and New Genesis and stuff like that. Certainly the Mother Box, because those were very ancient. And so, again, another missed opportunity and more evidence of meddling, whether that was Zack Snyder himself or Warner Brothers. And Warner Brothers, you know, like they shoved Suicide Squad out there so fast, and there was very little time to develop, and it, boy, does it show. And yet there was a better idea, at least in the beginning stages, that immediately got scrapped. That leaves very little time to put something together. And they threw it out there, and they're still paying for that kind of treatment of the audience. You know, everyone was hyped and excited about these DC movies and rushing out there, and they got burned, except for Wonder Woman. And that left a bad wound and stain on this franchise. Very foolish. Don't slap things together. Don't interfere at the 11th hour. Learn that. But now I'm worried they haven't learned it at all because of Wonder Woman being pushed back, and they're talking about reboots, and there might be a time travel plot thrown into Wonder Woman, which they may have been already because Steve Trevor's there, and that this time travel thing will be tacked on to reboot it to where they can introduce new actors in the roles of Superman and Batman and what have you. Since apparently Cavill and Affleck are probably no longer a part of this. So whatever, but if it's just going to be sort of tacked on, maybe that'll work, but don't interfere and rewrite a movie late in the game again. So hopefully they didn't do that to Aquaman. We'll find out. But anyway, it's an interesting little story here, and pretty much confirms what went wrong. It's meddling. Thank you for watching and listening. Say, why not like and subscribe? And hey, check out the link description below for some lovely gifts that you can shop for at my mini stores waiting for you.